Welcome to the Force Always Ahsoka episode 4, Fallen Jedi. It's named, and it's episode 4, part 4, whatever you like to say. Straight off the bat, this episode gets a 9 out of 10. This is what Star Wars is about. It's about the tension. It's story keeps you there. It was an almost perfect episode. There is going to be some spoilers here. The only thing I'll say that is at fault with this episode is the over theatrics in its slow beginnings of each lightsaber duel here. There's a number of them. They almost touched on Return of the Jedi in its sort of psychological sort of feel, but much less words. The lead evil guy, and I cannot ever remember his name. He is fantastic. What a loss we've got. He's actually, unfortunately, passed away in real life. And this guy he's great. He is an absolute gun, as just the way he speaks, the way he moves, the way he just talks, the whole evil sort of thing, the sort of, being very prestigious. I still think the apprentice of him is a little bit, teeny bopperish. I can't get it out of my head. She's like a kid with a red lightsaber. But at the same time, she is worthy. She is good. I thought the tension in this particular episode was really good. It kept on elevating. Now, the very last scene, I don't think I'm going to give away, but hold on to your hat for this one. This is a great end. The only thing I will say is it's still not using a cliffhanger sort of feel to each episode. That would be really good. It would be unfortunate if they do the cliffhanger in the very last episode of the season. Then we'd have to wait till next season. I mean, it's still valid, but it would be frustrating. I think every episode should have some sort of cliffhanger to sort of really capture every week. The look of the episode was amazing. It's really weird. This particular Ahsoka series falls in and falls out of really good visual effects, backgrounds, but then you sort of see the sort of 3D, the green screen sort of look, or whatever they're doing. You can see that it's not them standing in that place. So it falls in and out, but it just, when it's really in, it's in, and when it's out, you can sort of see it. I just find this episode a serious rewatchable one, just for the hell of it. Just maybe capturing all the information. I thought every droid is great on the evil side. Just really, really good. I really do like the witch. That witch, I like a spacecraft, if that's what you'd call it. Everything, just this episode, this story is really good. I just knew from the very start, I sensed that it was going to be great, and it was. 9 out of 10. What an episode we have on our hands for The Force Always for Ahsoka. That's on Disney Plus every Wednesday. It's actually coming out here in Australia about midday on a Wednesday. So you're going to wait till you get home from work or something like that, or for your day off. That's great. So it's a very unusual entrance for us here in Australia, Melbourne, Australia, about midday. So, but get onto it early if you can. Until next week. Look, there's not a whole lot of other news that's happening as yet. with Star Wars. I know that we are approaching some pretty rugged ground with the unfortunate, writer strike in America at the moment, which is going to delay a lot of great things. But it is for a great cause, for the writers and everyone that's involved. There needs to be a fair deal made. I'm going to turn this show into that agenda, but I'm sure it's going to delay something of Star Wars at the moment. So, I'm really wishing that the 50th anniversary, which will be 2027, that we do get episode 10, if the Rey Skywalker movie, which I'm predicting is going to be episode 10, fruitions in time. But really, there's no other news at the moment. Just keep watching Ahsoka. It is getting better and better. It started with a good feel. It's gotten great. This episode is just phenomenal. It's fantastic. 9 out of 10, as I've just said a number of times. But anyway, until next week, and I've also got to answer a question. Betty, there's a particular viewer here, Betty, has asked me, will we see Darth Vader? Now, I've got to just let everyone know, and I'm sure the hardcore Star Wars fans out there know, this is set after the Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader did pass away or die. He went to the Force. Unlike, a bit of a spoiler here, the Emperor, who somehow survived, which, I actually like the Emperor coming back in Rise of Skywalker. It was done a little bit too sudden shock, though. But I don't think we're going to get Darth Vader ever coming back as Darth Vader in the timeline of Star Wars. And we are really, after Return of the Jedi, episode 6. So to Betty, I would predict, and I'm afraid to say that without being an executive at Star Wars, Lucasfilm, or whatever you want to say, Darth Vader is not coming back. That will disappoint a lot of people, including myself. I think, another film, a Star Wars film that should be made really is a Darth Vader standalone film. A real menacing version of it, though, it would have to be. But that's it. Anyway, that's to answer Betty's question. But anyway, thanks for viewing. And everyone out there, including Michael. We love Michael. Werribee South. Keep representing. Anyway, so until next week, my friends, keep rocking.